and also really to build up a personal relationship with you because I really want you as a customer. And but I want to educate you also, excuse me, so that you will know exactly what it is that we do and that you'll have an intricate knowledge of the products that you probably use. A lot of you have probably used, but I want you to really have a knowledge of what you're using and what you're getting when you use scented oil fragrances and even the air fresheners and lotions that we create. A lot of people use them and they smell good, which is good, but they don't really understand what goes into it and don't really understand a lot about the industry. And, some people don't really care, and that's cool, that's fine. But if you do, then fine. But nevertheless, Fragrance Oil Express is the site. This is the smallest quantity that we sell here. This is a 1 ounce bottle. And in this bottle of scented oil, this is the smallest quantity of scented oil. This is a 1 ounce bottle. And that 1 ounce bottle sells anywhere from $12.95 to about $14.95, just depending on the brand and how difficult it is. Some are more difficult to produce than others. So some will cost a little bit more. But you get the equivalent of 3 of the roll-on bottles in this 1 ounce bottle. So now you get much more product for your money. And that's my business strategy. And it's a good product. And my strategy is to give you a very good product. Oh, I see you in that microwave, but go ahead, it's okay. My strategy is to give you, go ahead, you don't have to hide, is to give you a very good product, to give you a lot of it so that when you order, you'll know that you're getting a good product and also to make you come back to me and order again because when you run out, you'll realize, hey, he gives me a lot for my money and I know the product is good. So, it's a win-win situation, which is what I try to keep because I want you to be a customer for life. I don't want to just hustle you one time and then after I've got you one time, I can't deal with you anymore. You can't deal with me anymore. I want you to be a customer for life. So, I want us both to win. But nevertheless, you can also call me, and I use my personal number now. I used my business number when I had my brick and mortar store. But my personal number is going to be 912-977-5059. And I'm on Eastern Standard Time. So, just call me within the hours of 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. And if you have any questions or concerns, then I can answer those for you. Also, we do a sample pack. The sample pack I sell for like $10. And what you get in there, you basically get samples of 5 different fragrances. I put 5 different samples in there for you. And that $10 covers the cost of samples and postage, no matter where you may be. So we don't charge $10 plus postage. It's just $10 and that covers everything. And it flat rate postage. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about the origins of fragrance. The word fragrance means through smoke. And for thousands of years, people have been using fragrances for various reasons. It's as far as written history or knowledge goes, it goes back to the ancient Egyptians. But I do believe that before the Egyptians, the Mesopotamians utilized fragrances for different reasons. And the fragrances is nothing more than the essence of a thing. The word through smoke meant that a lot of times the essence was obtained by burning. Or through smoke means also through burning. So now when you burned an object, no matter what it was, then that essence was released in the smoke. Well, now there are different ways to do it and better ways now. That's where a lot of incenses originated. It just was the burning of things that had a fragrant aroma would just be burned so that the aroma would be released. Well, like I said, there's different and better ways to do that now. And in this modern age, the industry really has come a very, very, very long way. There are some real things that, they do with fragrances now that would blow your mind. But nevertheless, the ancient Egyptians are credited with the first use of fragrances. I know everybody has heard of Egyptian musk fragrance, and Egyptian musk was actually an ancient Egyptian fragrance, believe it or not. And it had a secret formula, a secret recipe, and it was made out of many, many, many different ingredients. And only the rich people had Egyptian musk. It was something that the poor people could not, they couldn't have. Well, because it was just expensive. So really, only the privileged class of people were the people who enjoyed Egyptian musk. And it's also rumored that Egyptian musk is the fragrance that Cleopatra wore when she won over Mark Antony. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's a story. But anyway, fragrance evolved through the Middle Ages. The French began to add alcohol and other solvents to the base or the paste or the oil, which was extracted from the scented products. And they began to make perfumes and colognes. And the thing with perfumes and colognes is that it's diluted, and the alcohol evaporates very quickly. It has a rapid rate of dissipation. And so because it evaporates so quickly, it takes the essence of whatever it is mixed with out into the atmosphere much faster. And therefore, colognes will have a very kind of strong initial smell, but if you notice, they die out quickly. Well, that's because that solvent that carries the fragrance dissipates very quickly. With scented oils, you put them on your skin, which is the best scenario. Just rub them on your skin, on your body. And body heat is what heats the oil and causes the dissipation of the aromatic ingredients. And that is not as rapid, so they really last a whole lot longer because the oil will just sit there. And little by little by little, the scent is dissipated. That's why they have a lighter and a more natural fragrance. They have a lighter fragrance because the scent is not dissipated as rapidly, and they last. They sit on the skin, and so that fragrance just sits there, and as the body heat just slowly heats it up and releases it, and that's why they last so long. And then they have a cleaner aroma because they're not mixed with any solvents or any alcohol, to make the scent go out. So it has a more natural aroma. But perfume, all of the perfumes and the colognes that you buy in the stores, the expensive stuff, it all comes from the same origin, which is the scented oil. And the oil is the oil or the paste or whatever is what you get when you extract the fragrance or the essence out of something. There's different ways to do it. You can use heat, which is really not the preferred method. Cold pressing, that's pressing until you squeeze the juice out. And fragrance can come from anything. It can come from orange peels, tree bark, roots, leaves, stems. It can come from anything, as long as that thing has that essence in it. So in modern times, we have really, really, really taken this thing to a whole new level. There are many new modern techniques that really they can produce synthetic fragrances that smell better than the real fragrances. And a lot of times, and that's what you get really, a lot of times you get maybe a fragrance like blackberry. And the man-made fragrance, it smells exactly like the original, except it's a whole lot stronger. So, in modern times, perfumery is like a science. We have enhanced it to the point that we've made it so much better. But nevertheless, that's all I'm going to cover on this time. I've gone about 10 minutes, and I know people don't want to watch videos for a long time because I know I don't. But nevertheless, that's Fragrance Oil Express. That's www.fragrance, FragranceOilExpress.com. That's fragranceoilexpress.com, www.fragranceoilexpress.com. I invite you to go to the website and peruse and browse and see the many hundreds of wonderful products that we offer. Body oils, perfume oils, scented lotions for men and women, also air fresheners, and just about every fragrance we have, we can duplicate in an air freshening oil. But I will, this is going to be a continuing series. And I tell you, if you watch this series, by the time you finish, you're going to be well educated. Nevertheless, thank you for watching my video. And you can call me at 912-977-5059. And you catch me in my natural habitat the way I really am. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day. Until next time.